I'm going to turn this down because Danna's favorite song is playing in the background.
You guys, how many of you have watched the movie Selena?
I have not.
You've never seen the movie?
No, I've never watched it.
Oh, God.
I don't like scary things.
It's not
stories,
scary.
but it ends up bad.
Today is the 30th anniversary of her death. It's today. So
and I was like, Selena, who? I thought I'm like, there's no way they're talking about that.
We are.
Clearly, I'm living under a rock.
So we're listening to Bitty Bitty Bum Bum right now. Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. I just thought you would like to know. And that the lady that killed her, I forget her name right now, but she tried to go for parole this week and they denied her.
So interesting that she would go for, or maybe she's just up for parole
I think she's up
after
for
30
parole,
years, but it
yes.
happens to be like, that's bad timing for her because
Yes.
30 years later, the week that she killed the lady.
Yes, it was 30 years ago today, and I'm trying to look and see if I can find anything about that. But, you know, the kids were just saying that one of their teachers said this, and it's so true. If she got out of prison, what's wrong? Turn it down. If she got out of prison, someone would probably kill her. Like, that's what the kids were saying that their teacher said. Like, that she's probably safer in prison because so many people hate this woman because she killed Selena.
Yeah.
So,
Not good.
So that's what's going on in our world over here.
That's okay. Selena's murderer
If you
got
have not-
denied parole.
Yes. So if you have not
People
seen the
are-
movie, I would recommend watching the movie.
People are
It is
shooting
so
up
good.
Tesla dealerships.
There's a
lighting
lot
things
going
on fire.
on. There's a lot going on in the
Oh
world.
my goodness. Earthquake.
Oh my gosh, there really was a bad earthquake. And
That's very sad.
it's so sad, and I don't mean to make light of it, but Tom and I are watching White Lotus right now, which if you are watching it and you'd like to discuss with me, please private message me because it's so good. And I wait every Sunday for it to come out. And
I don't have all the subscriptions. I think you guys have every subscription to every
We do. We have a lot.
service.
And we laugh that, remember when we tried to save money by getting rid of cable?
So now you just got more subscriptions. But we don't have cable.
But White Lotus takes place in Thailand right now.
This year, right? Every season it moves.
Every season it moves. So right now
never
it's in
seen-
Thailand.
I've never watched
So
it.
White Lotus is supposed to be like this bougie hotel chain, and like all these crazy people come for a week at the White Lotus, and it's like a spa, like it's like the Ritz-Carlton, but it's all over the world. And so so right now they're in Thailand, and it's so messed up, but it's so good. It was a slow start this season, but now if you would like to discuss, and if anyone knows what is her name? Parker Posey, I think is her name.
Oh.
She is hilarious in it. She's so good. And I would like to discuss this show with anyone if you would like to message me, and Kristin doesn't watch it. So
I don't watch it, so I'm not like any
I told
help
you
to
you could
discuss
have
it.
my Hulu login.
Maybe I'll have to. How many seasons is it though? I'll never catch up. If I
3,
watch
but you
this
don't. No. You don't have to watch consecutively.
to like know.
Yes, you do not have to watch consecutively. They are completely separate because they take place completely separate. I just got told White Lotus is on HBO. Oh, we're watching another show on Hulu right
When
now.
do you watch all these shows?
This is why we don't go to bed till like 1 a.m.
We get in bed. Well, lately, I will even say, normally it's Bill that's out, which he is out. But I have been just so tired when I get in bed that I'm just zonked.
Well,
I'm
we
out.
don't watch in bed very much. Like we watch
Okay.
down here. We used to be really good about not watching in bed, but we do not fall asleep to the TV. We turn it off when we're done.
So
But
you just stay up on the couch.
we
till
stay
2
up on the
a.m.
couch. No, till like 11, and then we'll go up and watch like one more episode in bed.
until you decide, let's just do one more.
And then we're like, oh, just one more. Just one more. Just one more.
One more.
Yeah. But so we're also watching, what is the show we're watching? Paradise with the guy from,
I feel like I have seen this.
oh, it's so good. I can't remember his name. He was in the show with the triplets. This Is Us. He was in This Is Us.
Maybe you just talked about it.
I don't know, but it's really good. He's a, what do you call it? He's the head lead agent for the president, and it's
Oh, this is the one about the Secret Service
yes,
guy.
he's the Secret Service for the president, and it is
You told me about
messed
this.
up. It's so good though. I 10 out of 10 recommend this one as well. And there's another one that I want to watch, but
that
Tom
one?
says that I'm not allowed to. I forget what it's
You
called.
got to rein it in.
Yeah, he said I have to finish one show before I start. I'm only 2 at a time. My brain can't handle
You're
more.
junkie.
My brain
A
can't
show
handle more.
junkie.
So the one, it's with Seth Rogen on Apple TV. It's brand new, but I haven't watched it yet. And I also recommend, what's the one on, Tom, that we just watched with Kate Hudson on Netflix? Running Point. Very cute. Easy, cute. That was a good little breakup one. So that's my rundown of this week in television at our house. Kids are off spring break. They're back to school.
They are.
Yes.
It was a busy spring break.
We did not do anything.
Well, you did. You went to Kalahari.
Oh, we went to I have to tell you. So we went to Kalahari. I'm not a fan anymore, I've decided. I just think it's getting old. It's not as nice as it used to be. And I filled out a survey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they send you a survey.
Did you get a free night stay?
I got an email today from someone, Fran, at Kalahari, and I have a free upgrade if I would like to use it. But I don't want a free upgrade.
You don't want to go
I don't
back.
want to go back. So if anyone's going and wants a free upgrade, I've got a free upgrade. But yeah, I was just not a fan. It was kind of yuck. So
Well, I don't even know what we did on spring break. I honestly couldn't even tell you. I feel like we were so busy the whole time and it was very productive and it was kind of laid back. It wasn't bad. We went to a lot of rodeos with Jack.
You did. I feel like you spent your whole weekend at the rodeo.
We did.
You were.
It was not a
rodeos.
relaxing weekend, but it was fun. We saw friends. We ate at a really cool restaurant called the Homestead.
My daughter told
in
me all about it.
Claviana.
She said it was
We had some
excellent.
fast shopping.
Yeah. Oh, I owe you money.
Bill said he was racking up the he's like, this rodeo thing is kind of expensive. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. What are you new?
I had so many things that I wanted to talk about, but I can't even remember them. So one of the things was that I was working. It's a rainy day today, and I got cold this morning because I went out. Bob had texted Bill or called and said, "Are you getting gravel today? Because there's like a truck here." So I ran over, and it wasn't just one truck was there at the time, but then followed by like 6 more trucks of gravel.
Exciting.
Yeah, but it was for the inside fill of the barn. So anyways, I was working on the computer because I got cold. I had to switch my clothes because I was totally soaked. I was not dressed appropriately. And then I get a message from a friend and she's like, "Hey, if you need help fixing the pre-dinner for the board in June, I'll help you."
Did you know you were fixing the pre-dinner
And
for
I
the
said,
board?
"Oh, great. Thanks. I'll take you up on that." I wasn't aware that I was doing dinner. And she said, "Well, your husband said that you were doing it and that you knew about it." I'm like, maybe he told me, but I don't remember.
That sounds like something
I don't
your
even
husband
think the
would
board
do, though.
the board meeting is at our house or the farm. Like, that's what I can't figure out. So anyways, so that was fun. She's like, "Are you serving goat and lamb?" I'm like, "Is that what he said?" And she's like, "No, he didn't specify the menu." I'm like, "Okay, good."
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
So
We have you have so much going on. And we were talking this morning that you were like, "Oh, this weekend we have this weekend we have this." And I'm like, I don't have anything.
well, that's nice.
It is. I mean, we have, you know what it is too? It used to be worse when they were younger because all of their sports were on the weekends,
Yeah,
right?
now it's spread out.
Now the week stinks because you're running every day to games and stuff. But Joey still has stuff on the weekends. But
Lacrosse is still on the weekends.
oh, you do have lacrosse on the weekends. That's true.
We
do
also
not.
have sheep shearing this weekend.
See? That's
And
not
Jack
on my
has his
schedule.
rodeo finals on Sunday.
None of these things are on my schedule. I don't have to
Yeah.
worry. Although I am going to Marion, Ohio this weekend.
Oh, yeah. What do you have going on?
The
Oh,
national.
I worked on that today, too.
Oh, you did. I appreciate that. The National Robotics Competition is hosted every year in Marion, Ohio at the Marion Fairgrounds. And my son Sam is participating. He did it last year and he won. He came in first place in the rescue robot. And now he's doing it again this year. And there is nothing in Marion.
But he thinks that he might not win this year and the girls
He
might
is
beat him.
quite confident that he does not feel confident going in. He's pretty sure he does not think he will win this year. And he also apparently was just told that for next year he may not be able to do this one again because too many other kids want to turn at the rescue robot, and so he may not be able to. And there's nothing else he really wants to do there. So this could potentially be our last year of the National Robotics Competition, but that's okay. It's whatever makes him happy.
Tana's like, yes.
I'm not going to push it one way or the other, but I do keep forgetting. He goes on Monday nights to practice and to work on it. And I either continuously forget to bring him or forget to pick him up. So it's a
You have an
weekly-
alarm set for tonight.
Today I have an alarm set, yeah, because I will forget.
So I saw this interesting thing and I had to screenshot it today. It says a new study finds that friends who often playfully insult each other are 300% more honest and loyal. And you know, who did I think of, Danna?
I am very loyal.
I thought of you today when I saw this little reel.
I will always make fun of you. I will never let your head get big, but I am very loyal.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Tom?
She's loyal.
Friends that make fun of you are 300% more loyal. I'm very loyal. But I will make fun of you as well. It's okay. Apparently, my kids too.
You didn't listen to last episode. You should have. It was very interesting.
Go back and listen. So yeah, that I have nothing. We went to the orthodontist today. Saw Sarah there, who does Kristin's nails. So I got to hang out with her for a while because both of our kids were at the orthodontist, and that is literally it. I cleaned my house today a little bit. You wouldn't know by looking at it right now. I did laundry, and that's it. And I paid bills, which, by the way, is so awful. It is not fun. I just would like everyone
don't like
to know.
bills.
Like, and it's the same.
It's good you pay them though.
I do pay them. I never miss. But like, I don't know. Like I was laughing.
How did you get to pay the bills?
I've always in
It
our
seems
house.
like a really bad idea.
In our house, I've always been the one that pays the bills. You know, Tom always said that. In all seriousness, like obviously he can be trusted to pay the bills. Of course, like he knows how to pay the bills. He has the ability to.
He is in finance.
He is in finance. He always said though, he's like, I handle everybody else's finances. I don't want to do it here. So unless we get into like some trouble and I have to be like, babe, he loves when I'm like, hey, can you transfer money over? And he's like, where do you think it transfers from? I'm like, I don't know, but can you transfer it? Like, just could you move more? Like, he's like, well, it doesn't just transfer. Like, but I was laughing today because I had moved a little bit of money into our savings account, and you did the opposite. But we could talk about actually because we were talking about this the other day. Yeah. But so I moved money. I told him, I said, oh, I moved money over. And he actually, this is also inappropriate because I said inappropriate stuff last week too. So I may as well keep going. But he told me to talk dirty to him because that's what he gets excited when I tell him that I'm saving money. And so I transfer money over. There was a reason I was saying this story and I totally lost it.
Because we were talking about savings accounts.
We were, but that wasn't what I don't know, whatever. It'll come back to me. But no, that was another pain in the tush. I don't know. But Kristin and I were discussing the other day that many people, it seems, kids specifically, but I think adults as well, do not utilize liquid savings accounts anymore, right? Like when I was growing up, you had a checking account and a savings account at your bank, right? And like I think a lot of people, maybe we're wrong, but I feel like a lot of people don't utilize the savings anymore.
So we were talking to the kids about finances and different things, and Sam's like, should I have a savings account? And Bill actually doesn't think you need a savings account. I'm like, no, I think it's really important for young adults to have a savings account because it's an intermediary spot where you have your check deposited into your checking, which now you can do things differently too, because you can have money taken out and put into retirement and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I mean, to be clear, when we were younger, everything was a much bigger deal to move money around than it is now.
We used to have to go to the bank.
For sure.
You just have to cash a check.
Which that's actually what we're discussing. Tom and I are struggling with right now. He has a business account. All of his business is at one bank, and he has these checks that come to him at one bank. Well, we want it at our personal bank. We want to just transfer the money from his checking account there over to our checking account at our bank. And his checking account will not allow him to do it. It will allow like amounts that...
The kind of a checking account that he has.
Correct. But what's frustrating is he has the top checking account for his business account, and they won't let him link his personal account there to get the rewards for the business. And he's like, this is quite frustrating. Like, I've been in banking a long time, so I know that you can do this, but apparently this bank you can't, and it's quite frustrating. So he had to go to the bank. He had to get a physical check from the bank and then bring it to our bank and deposit it.
So you have to do this every time you want to do this.
Correct.
Or change banks.
Or change banks. So it's not an ideal. Well, he's got to call in, but it's been a real pain in the tush. So that's what we were discussing about savings accounts, because he feels that you do need that intermediary account.
Yeah, I think so too, especially for kids learning how to budget, because yes, you might put money into your Roth. You might do this. You might do that. You might play in the S&P 500. Like you might do all those things, but you still need money that you need to access quickly. And so I think it's just a good spot. You can move it there. Then you can move it out of there. But you have a spot to kind of go back and forth.
So like we don't keep, I mean, not to like put our business out. We don't keep a lot of money in our checking account or in our liquid savings account just because, I mean, we use one credit card for every single thing that we buy. We are all about the points in our house. So we just don't keep a ton in there. So for us, I mean, I can understand why people would be like, well, you don't really need it. Like I can see.
Yeah, no, I get it.
See that side.
I just think it helps kids like when they're learning to start out. And,
so many things.
But Bill was kind of like, I don't know if you need one, but I kind of think they do.
I wonder if that's something that would like eventually phase out just for that reason. And I think unfortunately a lot of people don't have extra money for savings accounts anymore. So I think that could probably be a factor also. I don't know. I'd be curious. Whatever.
How many of you have savings accounts?
Yeah.
We're curious.
I am curious.
And then there's different kinds of savings accounts now. Like, I mean, I don't know. There's a ton of different options. This is why we should have Tom be a guest because he could talk to us about our financial offerings.
That would be so boring.
But some people might like to hear that, Danna.
Okay. Do you want to hear about your financial offerings? Then yes, we will have him as a guest.
He could come give us his number one money tip right now.
What's your number one money tip, babe? Yeah.
Invest in stocks, he says.
Not gold.
Not gold. Interesting.
He doesn't like gold, he says.
Bill likes gold.
Yeah, Bill likes gold because he likes to look at it, I think.
Yeah.
What time? Well, anyways.
Don't buy gold. Don't invest in diamonds either and think that your diamonds are going to amount to anything.
No, I don't know. And, we once had a problem. Actually, that's a good tip. If you have diamonds that are insured, by the way, make sure that you are constantly updating your appraisal because years ago, I lost a necklace that was like, it was my favorite necklace. And we had
Farm Park.
It literally fell off my neck and we never found it. It was the worst thing ever. But anyways, we had insurance on it and, we had insurance on it, but the insurance, it hadn't been updated, the appraisal. And so the cost had gone up since we had done it. And so we did get money for it, but not nearly enough to be able to completely replace it.
Yeah, but if you take diamonds in, they give you pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You are better off.
So basically we should be jewelers.
We should be. You are better off to buy a really quality, nice single diamond than you are to buy a ring with lots of diamonds because the bigger ones are the only ones that are worth anything.
For sure.
The little ones aren't worth anything.
So when Tom buys me a new diamond.
Do you think that you would upgrade your ring?
No, I actually love my ring.
So would you I don't know, in 10 years if Tom bought you a new diamond?
Oh, I mean, so if he bought me a ring and I did not if he was surprise, I just wanted it. Yes, I'm not going to be mad. But I really to this. So to be clear, he picked my ring out entirely on his own. I had nothing to do with it. And it was a very nice size ring for people our age too. We were very young when we got married. So I don't know,
Johnny the jeweler hooked him up.
He did. It is very good to have a friend that's a jeweler, but I love my ring. I still love my ring.
I love my ring too.
Yeah, you're
not even wearing my ring.
But you know what else? I have always worn 2 bands. From day one when we got married, I guess you're supposed to wait until your 1-year anniversary to get the second band. And I have always had my 2 bands from the day we got married.
But what's the second band?
So I have it's
like an anniversary band.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I guess you're supposed to that's supposed to be your set.
Wait, he bought you another? He bought you 2?
I wanted 2.
Well, I've never even heard of this before.
So apparently you get a wedding band when you get married and
I feel like that's normal.
Right. And you wear your wedding band is supposed to be on the inside and then your engagement ring would be on the outside, right? So that your wedding band is closest to your heart, they say. So then you could get a secondary band, which I have. And I've heard that it's for your 1-year anniversary or maybe an anniversary.
But you got him when you got married?
Mm-hmm. Because I wanted to.
Oh my gosh. Tom, you got hosed.
I did. I wanted to, right off the bat. Because then also I like it looking a little thicker, like the bands themselves look thicker. And sometimes if I don't want to wear my engagement ring, I could just wear the 2 bands like that.
Yeah, I just wear my
Right.
wedding ring.
But look, I would wear 2.
You've got 2. You're better than me.
I didn't say I was better.
That's okay.
I
I didn't get another band. I'm just getting a barn. Actually, as of late, I'm getting gravel. Because gravel is very expensive.
So that's a great point. No, to answer your question, I would not want an upgraded ring because I would rather utilize that money for there's so many things I want out of life, that are not. I love my ring, and I realize
she said it here. Tom,
no,
you're
and
safe.
he knows this. He does know this. But you could take me on a really great trip. I love traveling. Traveling is my favorite thing in the world. You could take me on a great trip. We could buy something amazing for our home. We like to think that one day we'll have a vacation home. These are things that I want. I do not need. I'm not a big jewelry person to begin with. So
yeah, I do like jewelry. I always said I wasn't a jewelry person. But I do like jewelry. Campbell likes jewelry more than me. She's holding up her rings.
You tell me after.
We're podcasting.
Liv.
Anyways, but let me just tell you that if you have a driveway and there is gravel in it, you should be very grateful for the gravel that's in your driveway.
Which is funny because most people that have a gravel driveway are like, I
What,
don't want a gravel
concrete?
driveway. Right.
Gravel's expensive.
I believe it.
Everything's expensive.
I feel that everything is expensive.
So I'm very grateful for my rocks that I got.
Different kind of rocks. Different kinds of rocks.
Different kind of rocks.
See, and but you will have this forever.
Yeah.
You guys will have this forever. So
wait till my husband gets home and sees the bill for the rocks.
he'll be fine. He signed up for this. I feel listen.
No, so buildings, anything is very well, first of all, we've been planning this for a very long time. So we've been budgeting
This didn't
things.
happen overnight.
But when the bills come in for things, it's like building a house. It's yucky.
When we were putting our
It doesn't
pool
feel
in,
good.
you get this overall number initially. When we were putting our pool in, they were like, okay, this is what it's going to cost. Well, of course, things always cost more than that. But when you break it down and you're like, okay, you have to write a check for the concrete. Okay, you have to write a check for this. Okay, you have to write a check for that. It is constant vomit in your mouth.
The least fun one is the check for the rocks. That is the least fun. But you got to have a firm foundation, so you need those rocks.
But you can't even appreciate that.
No, because they're going to be covered up.
Right. That's what I'm saying. At least when it's something you see. It's better.
Oh, I know what I was going to remember to say really quickly. So we talk about this barn project, and we have an Amish gentleman who does a lot of work for us, Willis. And you've heard me talk about Willis. Oh gosh, I pray Willis doesn't listen to these podcasts.
I don't think he does.
But he might. So we went to this Mast Metal is where our metal is coming from for our barn. And they had a big open house. And so we went to the open house because Dave told us you can get free hot dogs there.
So where is this place?
It's in Middlefield. So we actually did need to go there to get the sample siding and the roof site, the colors, just so we'd have them. And so I'm like, we might as well just go today, grab our feed,
get a
free hot dog. They had free fry pies. They had free ice cream.
Okay.
Everything was free. So we get there and Willis and his crew is there. So we're like, hey, how's it going? But we get there and then my cupola guy that my mom and I drove out to pick up the cupola that we thought was so inexpensive that I was probably getting to Birdhouse. He was there and I'm like, hi, my name is Kristin. He's like, Patterson, I built your cupola. And Bill's like, man, you're memorable to these Amish men.
I mean, you really
And I'm like,
must
yeah. I said, do you remember? He's like, you and your mom in that big truck. I mean, he remembered.
You must make quite an impression.
Well, here's the good one. So then we walk up and it was one of Willis's workers. And I should know his name and I don't. And he was sitting with an older gentleman who was his father. And I'm like, hi, I'm Kristin. And he goes, Patterson, I know all about you.
Oh boy.
And I said, oh. And they just kind of laugh. And Bill's like, they were like, do you think that they make fun of me? Like, what do they say about me?
You might be like honestly, you might be like what they sit around and talk about.
I think they do, this English woman.
But I think that they
does
might
all
make
these
fun of
things.
you.
Yes, for sure. Like they're laughing at me.
Yeah. But they're
for
loyal.
Sure, they're
loyal.
But I was like, he knows all. He's like, he knows all about me. I'm like, so I apparently I'm really memorable for the Amish men, and I don't think it's in a good way.
Listen, you're assuming.
Anyways, the other thing that I learned, if you don't want your hot dog to dry out in a big crock pot or a roaster, put ketchup in it because that's what they do in the Amish community. They serve it in a roaster and it keeps, and I don't even like ketchup, and it was actually real good. You can shake the ketchup off and then you put it in your bun. That's how they serve the hot dogs.
You heard it here first.
Until next time, friends, we're mismatched.